I recently visited one of the shops where the Wright brothers built and sold bicycles in the 1890s, before they became famous for inventing the airplane. A ranger said that only 5 of their bicycles are around today out of 300. The next day I saw one of them at the National Museum of the U.S. Air Force. But a question was stuck in my head. 300 sure sounds like a lot of bicycles, but with their business running from 1896 to 1904, that would only be 3 per month. How is that as a business? When I started searching on Google, and yes, ChatGPT, there were results saying that the brothers made 300 bicycles each year. Wikipedia, which can sometimes put questions like this to rest with sources, says nothing. Who's right? As I did more research, one warning sign was that the 300 per year sentence is repeated over and over on different domains. Here's what I learned. The Wright brothers made 2 different types of bicycle, the Van Cleve and the St. Clair. The more popular and higher-end model, the Van Cleve, was named after an ancestor with deep roots in Ohio. Wikipedia is less specific and says Van Cleve was named after an early settler of Dayton. Bicycle parts made their way into several parts of the Wright Flyer, and once the airplane project was looking up, they had less time for the bicycle shop, print shop, and other gigs. At the turn of the century, Dayton had 161,000 residents, and bicycles were something of a trend. They sold for between $40 and $65, which in 2026, as I'm recording, would be $1,500 to $2,400 today. That's expensive, but before the first automobiles, you were walking or you going by horse, or now you could have a brand new bicycle. The Wright brothers' bicycles had a positive reputation even decades later. But towards the turn of the century, the Sears catalog released bicycles for under $10, upending the industry. In later articles, the Wright Cycle Company is often referred to as a bicycle repair business, rather than a manufacturer. But how many bicycles were they actually making during their heyday? One sentence on the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum website might be the origin of this numbers confusion. During their peak production years of 1896 to 1900, Wilbur and Orville built about 300 bicycles and earned $2,000 to $3,000 a year. That sentence could be read either way, but remember the price. We know that the Wright sold bicycles for prices between $40 and $65. That puts the number at about 50 a year or 1 a week. And we get a shorter time frame where the brothers were focused on making their own bikes instead of repairs, parts, and accessories. That makes the final total of 300 bikes a little less unexpected. Thanks for watching. I'm a real human person, not an AI. Please like or subscribe so the channel will get recommended to more people.